Working on a campaign, big or small, I got a really nifty tool for you. So let's get started. Hi, this is Matt Hugg with Nonprofit.Courses, here to give you a campaign fundraising tip. Yeah, campaign fundraising can be long and complex, and you have some really great lofty goals. And the question is, how do you get to those goals as fast and as efficiently as possible? And I'm going to introduce you to the gift range chart, otherwise known as a scale of gifts. And I have one right here on the screen in front of me. Let's take a walk through it. So what you have here is a way of systematically getting to a campaign goal. Think of it this way. Think of it, you have a big bucket, like a trash can, and you got bowling balls, bocce balls, and marbles. And what's the most efficient way to fill that bucket? Well, you could throw in a lot of marbles at first, a lot of small gifts, or you could put things in randomly. And what you might end up with is, you may not actually fill it because you're going to bulge it around, and maybe you won't fit some of these gifts in the end and all, and it just may not work. So let's take a little more systematic approach. Let's throw the big bowling balls in first, right? Those are the big gifts. And then throw in the bocce balls in after that. And there might fill in around some of those bowling balls, and then dump in the marbles at the end. And the marbles are going to have it all filled in. It's going to be packed tight, and you're going to meet your goal of filling that bucket. Same thing here. We're going to have the bocce balls, I should say, the bowling balls, the bocce balls, and the marbles. And let's just take, for example, $1 million you want to raise, nice round number. And we're going to take 20% of that straight off the top here and say that's our biggest bowling ball. So we need at least one of those gifts to get us off and started. And by the way, there's a little bit of psychology behind this too, because when people see that the biggest players in the community are coming forward, and when you work down the chart and they say, wow, look, all these gifts have come in, this must be a real thing, right? They're much more encouraged to fill in the end of the chart here, which is why you want to start at the top, one of the big reasons to why. So you need one gift, and yet you got to probably talk to 5 different people or organizations to get that big gift. In fact, look at this. All the way down here, we're using a 5-to-1 ratio for each of these. So for every one gift you need to make your goal here, you're going to need to talk to 5 different prospects, which means cumulatively, you might have as many as 300 prospects and to get about 60 gifts or so. And down here, the many is just going to be a lot of little marbles all going into your bucket. So then you just play this out. One gift, right? You need 5 prospects. And when you get it, your subtotal is 200,000 as well as your total. And you just kind of work down the chart here. All right. I'm not going to leave you high and dry with, okay, now I got to build this myself. How do I do it? I'll give you a resource here from our friends at Bloomerang. They have a great blog post here on gift range charts. You recognize the woman here cheering because she made her goal, I'm sure. But you can follow their process here. They also have given you a link to a automated gift range chart calculator, which is right here. And you can see I've already filled this in for $1 million here. And now they start with $250,000 gift. That's fine, but they're still using that 5-to-1 ratio, and they work it down. And look at this. At about $25,000, they've already made their goal, and then they are above goal down here. So they have almost 250 gifts or prospects and 50 gifts for it. So use this as a guide, and then take a spreadsheet like this and tweak it. Build a spreadsheet so that you can kind of figure out where you are in your community and the kind of donors you have. All right. This is Matt Hugg with Nonprofit.Courses. Hope you found this helpful, and make it a great nonprofit day.